It says I'm live.
I don't know. Maybe it's going to take a minute for my chat to pop up. I don't understand. Oh well. First can we get on with it. So y'all, I hope you've had a brilliant, awesome, fantastic, amazing day. Ugh, give up for now. So right this second, I can't see anything y'all are saying.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
So until this populates, I'm just not gonna see what y'all are talking about. Is there a little bit sad? Oh, there I am. So in the cover image, I used a photo of the last piece I did that was this color, but for this one, I'm gonna do blues. Hope that's cool with y'all. I prepped this with 2 layers of spray gesso, and I've sanded it once already with, what is this, 220. Doing one more quick sanding. It's really important for this to be as smooth as possible when you do alcohol inks. Okay, pup. Just breathe. Went to the vet today, but we had the cold. But they scanned his little boy lungs and checked everything to make sure he doesn't have anything close to what Trudeau's dealing with, and he got a clean bill of health other than having a cold. So if you hear any crazy coughing, hey y'all, that will be my boy. He got a steroid shot. Cujo got his yearlies. He was not happy about that. Louis was not happy about getting a shot in his little booty. Nope, he didn't get a shot. Yes, he did. He got a shot. Cujo got his yearlies. But the thing Bowie hated the most was getting his temperature taken. Oh, beans. Okay, now that this is nice and smooth, you can start inking it up. So, the colors I have pulled are going down beans. This is not good for you to breathe in. But I am in a well-ventilated space, so please don't send me any hate mail about respirators and things. If you feel you need to use it, or just by all means take all the precautionary measures and wear PPE. Okay, so Copic blue green, Copic duck blue, and Copic fluorescent dull PG, which I assume is blue green. Zig peacock blue, Marabou Caribbean, Marabou rainbow, and Pinata rich gold. The alcohol I'm using is 91% isopropyl alcohol. I'm also going to be using some clear fresh glass and my glitter glass. The only thing I have on my website that you can buy of all of these things are the glitter glass and this 30-inch round Cradle board. Yeah. Oh, I need a heat gun. That's not for you. Love it. Also, please excuse all the loud crashing around. I'm right next to an open window because ventilation, etc. I don't understand where my heat gun went. Doesn't make any sense. My precious Bowie. Okay, I'm just gonna have to use my air mover, but this thing doesn't always shut off. Clearly, I'm very not prepared for today's life. Way clear. Oh well. Just have to roll with the punches today. Trying to get back into the swing of things after not painting for a little bit. Aha, okay. I found a solution. Y'all will bear with me for 2 seconds. All right, so my air blowy thing won't shut off because I have resined it together apparently, but it doesn't do the thing. It won't blow while it's plugged in, so I'm going to be plugging it back in to get it to shut off. Don't judge me. Doing my bad thing. All right. I sound different like at a distance. Let me turn this mic around. Is it better if I'm over here next to this mic? Okay. So, here we go. My first step whenever I get ready to do alcohol ink is I basically drench my surface. I'm going to pre-shake these. I basically drench my surface in alcohol, then do my drops, and then kind of take it from there. I definitely recommend not using a torch when you have this much alcohol floating around. Stay away from all of the open flames. Would be very not good. I'm going to try to keep a lot of this negative spacey, but y'all know how that goes. Sometimes your resin's just going to do what it's going to do. Hopefully that won't be the case. We'll see. Okay. Oh, now it's not going to come on at all, huh? Y'all. Okay, fine. I'm going to go get my blow dryer. My plan failed. That's okay because I have a blow dryer. Therefore, I have a backup plan. Lay down, Bowie. All right. No? Still no. Okay. I want a little bit more dark in the center, so I'm adding a little bit more there. realized I haven't used any gold yet. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Zoom you in a little bit. Thank you. I love the fire sale. I appreciate all the support you guys gave me so much. You can see this gold is really separated, so I'm trying my bestest to mix that in completely. Hello Michelle, hope you're having an awesome day too. If you guys ordered some fire sale stuff from me, I'm sending the rest of the invoices out today. Let me know if I've forgotten anybody. Hi Tia. I do need to get back into the studio. I second that. So I'm blowing this around with no heat. It's just cold air for now. And I'm not using any blending solution just yet. Wasn't digging that hard line, so I added a little bit of alcohol just to soften that a bit. And I'll probably do the same out here and get some blending solution. This blending solution is by Tim Holtz. And it does just what it says it does. It just helps things to blend together more seamlessly. Sometimes I wish the gold stays just what it looks like when you first drop it. Oh yeah, much better with that peacock blue. I'm gonna add just a little bit of heat. The addition of the heat is just helping it to dry faster, so it'll be where I put it. Definitely eat that if I leave it on the ground. That's way too high. I want to get a nice pattern down, just like that pink piece that I had for sale the other day. And then I'm going to add the glitter glass and the other glass to it. Do I like slashes or should I take that out? A little bit humid here today, so my inks are beating up a little bit. That's no fun. But we're gonna make it work in the piece as a whole. For any areas that look kind of off like that, I'll probably just go in with, I wasn't doing this before I added that blending solution. I wonder if it's bad. I wonder. Hey y'all. Okay, I'm gonna stop being so OCD and let it do more of what it's just gonna do. I'm just gonna try to direct it a little bit. In theory. I'm gonna do what I can, you know? Because most times, this stuff is basically gonna do what it wants to do. That's Moo. Hey, Red. Yeah, so this up here I didn't use any blending solution and it didn't beat up on me. So I have to assume that my blending solution may be off. Are you all having the most amazing Tuesday ever? I hope you are. Oh, I've been forgetting to add my rainbow. This up here I was using a little bit more heat than I did down here. Oh, it's a work day? That's no fun. Hopefully it won't be too bad though. You're doing something you like doing though. It should be all that horrible, right? I could be wrong. I've been wrong once or twice. So now I'm pushing it with indirect air, which means I'm letting the air go down and out to manipulate where this ink is going. Whenever I do alcohol ink pieces, or really any fluid art pieces, I don't really go in with a plan. I find that it just works better for me if I put the color down and see what it's doing and then go from there. I also feel like you have less odds of being disappointed if you just kind of let it go with the flow. That could be just me though. Don't quote me on that. I really like what this lighter blue looks like with the gold. We need to do more alcohol ink pieces. I really like doing alcohol ink pieces. I find them to be very different. They're a little bit more stressful to me than just a resin piece, but I think that's just because I'm so used to doing resin. Not that I find this particularly stressful, but you know what I mean. I feel like I know more about how resin's going to behave. Not that I know exactly how resin's going to behave, but I feel like I have a better handle on that than this. Definitely leaning on the blending solution being my culprit here. Just adding more and more alcohol to dilute that area. Just a little bit. So do you guys have any big plans for the week? Really like that splashy motion. I don't know about that. Lucky for me though, I'm planning on adding a lot of glass to kind of disrupt any areas that I might find less than picturesque. Agreed, I like the splashy look too. A lot of high heat right now just to make sure it's all dried. Okay. Now we're going to spray it. Hey, Clara. I have this spritz. I wonder, here's an area I don't like that much. I'm just giving it a light mist to add another little texture, just with this little equate sprayer. Okay, so let's do this one more time. Actually, I think, let's see if I have any. I have just a little bit of this Krylon glitter spray. We use it a lot during body paint season. Subtle sparkle. Okay. Hey, Mary. All right. I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and give a good thick spray of this UV Archival Varnish by Krylon. Very important to do the matte because anything glossy has like an alcohol property to it, and it will reactivate all of your alcohol inks and cause you all of the nightmares. Ruin your artwork. It's important to seal in your artwork before you add resin because something about resin sometimes makes your artwork like reactivate a little bit and move a little bit, and it fades it slightly. So the joys of having an open window. Anyways. Drying this real quick with my blow dryer. Trying to clean up things at the same time because Jeff's super party is tomorrow. I hope you guys can make it. A whole bunch of super talented artists are coming over for a paint party. I think it starts at 7 p.m. Don't quote me, I can't remember exactly, but that should be no surprise to anyone that I can't remember that. Love-hate relationship with AIs right now. I don't blame you at all. Marcy, Mixed Media Girl, sent me this custom grunge style, yet still ATD shirt. She's awesome. Check her out. If you haven't already, you should do so. One second, you guys. I'm just grabbing a mixing bucket for the resin. Oh yeah, Claire, go ahead. All right. So now that we're all sealed in, I'm gonna start mixing resin while this dries up a little bit. So I'm using Stone Coat Art Coat. It has one of the best UV resistances on the market. Definitely my favorite for creating artwork. Another good one to use in this process would be just Resin's Diamond Coat, but I don't have one open right now, and I'm already running behind on my life today, so this one was closer. I have both of those available on my website, artiststilldeath.com. And I also think you guys should check that out, even though I don't sell alcohol inks, but stuff that you can use with alcohol inks is definitely on my website. So, anyone have any questions for me while I mix up this resin? So when you mix up your resin, make sure you scrape the sides and the bottom and your stir stick. Really want to make sure everything's really well incorporated. If you don't, you're asking for a world of pain and sadness. My first ever resin piece never set up because I didn't mix it properly. It's a very sad day. After 2 months, Jeff finally had to throw it away when I wasn't looking. I was so sure that it would cure. I did, Ellen. I used it on low heat, except for in this area here, I used it on high heat. Offering what, Red? What is this? The auction went really well. I have also video from 2 days ago is all the stuff that I have left. All of the artwork is on there along with prices and what number. And if you're interested in one, shoot me a message at artisttilldeath.com. Nope. jordan@artisttodeath.com, or just shoot me a text, 214-402-9996. I am 21 messages behind on my text, however. I'll get all those invoices sent out today, though. What's up, Mike Stanley? Hey, Miss Hayward. Y'all, it's a gorgeous day in the neighborhood here today. Claire, I forgot to start my timer. Also, I have your wood here, man. Not at all, Christy. Alright, I don't see any swirlies in here, so I'm going to assume I did this long enough. Alright. Make sure everything is in camera. Julie, you can use alcohol ink on clean, dry resin pieces. I wouldn't do it on canvas because the heat makes it bow a little bit. Are you going to be in the building?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll text you since I'm done. But yeah, just be cautious of that. It'll like, from the heat, it'll start to bow a little bit. You're supposed to be in bed. Girl, what you doing awake right now? Okay. So what I'm going to do is put my resin down, get it where I want it, then I'm going to start adding my glass pieces. I already sealed this in, so I'm not concerned with anything moving while I'm spreading the resin out. That being said, I still am not going to add too much pressure because honestly, I've seen things and it'll like reactivate some type of way sometimes if you add some kind of pressure. That's not words. That is not words. Hope I'm not going to have to mix more resin. This is 10 ounces and this is a 30-inch round. But I just might have to. It's so awesome how adding resin brightens and deepens at the same time the colors in a piece. I just love it. Are you using that Disney Plus or whatever? That new streaming service Disney came out with? I've heard mixed reviews. P.S. Did anybody I don't know if this is a good question to ask in here. I don't want to get any like big debate started. But if we could all discuss this, I don't even want to discuss it. If you could just tell me if you tried to watch it or not. We could all be adults. I'm curious to know if anyone tried to watch that Corey Feldman, is that who it was? His like groundbreaking streaming thing. I didn't try to watch it. He was streaming his story for like $20, but then like this server crashed, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty for sure that either he did it to make it sound like, it's so hard for me to say this without like risking getting people all wrapped up in like, I'm not victim shaming at all. I believe absolutely you should, if someone reports something, you should believe them and take them at their word and basically his situation, whoever he's accusing is guilty until proven innocent, whatever. But I think the fact that his site crashed is a way to get more buzz for it when it does happen. Like, he does share his movie about his story, because he's gonna say that, like, the powers that be tried to shut it down. Is that bad? It's probably bad. Hey, Judy. Julie, this is a prepped 30-inch cradle board that we have in our shop, artiststilldeath.com. You didn't know about it either? Y'all, I hear all the things in passing. Alright, this is actually the blow dryer I use on my, like, hair. Actually, let's torch it and not get that sticky. Sticky! I have no alcohol around this, so you shouldn't either if you're going to be using a torch, especially with like 91% alcohol like I'm using. It will go up in fuego super fast. Right, Christine? I'm not paying to hear that story either. It's going to be released anyways. Like, I don't understand why he's charging for it if he's like, I told y'all I would get my story out there. It just makes it sound like a money grab a little bit. Whatever. I'm gonna have to use this. My torch is running out. I'm not trying to create any movement. I don't care about any of that. I'm just trying to pop bubbles. So I have this on high heat. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Judy. Listen, I know I did get resin on my that, but you know what? It's fine. It'll be fine. Hey, Kim. Alright, so I'm adding glass that is clear. It has no mirror on it at all. And I'm just going to add it. I want some directional texture. Probably be a lot easier to do this with like glass in a cup, but it's not like it's permanent once it hits the resin. You can always adjust it. May have to mix up a little bit more resin, y'all. Oh, thank you, Clara. I can't reach the button. Yes, I can. Y'all already know my story. I do too, Mary. No, I think I rested enough that I'm not really feeling bad anymore. At this point, I'm just doing my best to not do something stupid and relapse into whatever mild cold I was trying to kick this past weekend. I like having a lot of texture in certain areas and then fading it, because this has most of the texture in the center. That's where most of my glass will be. Nope, because most of my color is in the center. That's where most of the glass will be. The quartz pieces for geodes, I don't, if I can find out where to get those in bulk, I'm definitely down to offer those on the website for you guys. I don't want you guys to get gouged. I know, I need a scooper. Okay, now for the glitter glass. Oh, the ones from Just Resin? Yeah. Let me get my hands on some of those for y'all. Y'all, I love, love, love my glitter glass. You can find this on our website. It is the most elegant shards of anything I've ever used ever in my life ever. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to mix up just a little bit more resin because I'm seeing some low spots. And I don't want to risk any hitting in this piece. Anytime you have you use the glitter glass, you want to make sure that that will be the last layer of resin, because if you put resin over your glitter glass, it's going to take away all the facets of the glitter glass and will just basically disappear. Judy, I've tried to drink coconut water, and it tastes like armpits to me. I don't understand it. I don't know why. Thank you, Clara, because I definitely forgot about the timer again. Thank you, Angela. That sounds interesting, Ivy. So yeah, I'm like, especially when I'm like doing my fitness thing, I try so hard to drink coconut water. I'm not even kidding that something is wrong with my taste. I love coconuts even, and water, but coconut, straight up armpit. I can't even handle it. Yes, always put glitter glass on top of the resin on your last layer of resin. Oh yeah, I'm sure with pineapple juice it's like super awesome tasting, because pineapple juice is the best thing ever. You can't stand cilantro? Jeff can't stand cilantro either, and he has like Hispanic roots. I have another friend, Jedi, I don't know if you guys remember her, but she's visited me on the channel a few times. She isn't a big jalapeno fan, and she is straight up Hispanic. Not that all Hispanics have to like cilantro and spicy things. It's just rare. Bye, Miss Hayward. Hey Gail, I got your text and I'll be sending an invoice out today. I got behind. Thank you, Miss Judy. Claire, am I done mixing yet? Gail, I got your message. I'm so sorry about that. I had a lot of A lot of things going down this weekend. Hi Julie, this is a prepped cradle board and it's prepped with a layer of spray gesso, and then I sanded it with 220 and 400 grit sandpaper, did another layer of spray gesso, sanded it again with 220 and 400, and then that was it. Thank you, Red. Regina, fermented garlic and honey was found in Egypt and said the garlic tastes like candy. The longer it ferments, the better it is. I have never heard of such. Does it work? Does it taste like candy, or is it just because the honey taste takes over? Which is absurd to me because garlic usually takes over and I love garlic. Just putting this extra blob of resin around any low spots I notice. Resin, especially longer working time resin, is perfect at self-leveling, so I don't really have to stress about having 2 batches of resin on one piece. It'll catch up with itself and do just fine. I just want to make sure all of my edges are covered. Can you guys hear that stuff going on outside? If so, apologies. I may have mixed a bit too much extra resin, but I'm not bothered. Less chances of having issues. Yep, they're working on stuff outside. So again, I'm just using this blow dryer to pop bubbles. It's a lot easier, faster with a heat gun. But I don't know where Jeff put it, so we're using my blow dryer. But in a piece like this, to be quite honest, I'm not that concerned with textures popping up because it is a textural piece anyways. So, yeah. It is alcohol ink. I'm just going to add a little bit more of this chunky glass before I go in with the glitter glass. Okay. I love what glitter glass does to a piece. told myself I wasn't going to use this entire cup full, but that's not going to happen. Sweet. Jeff is at Maker's Space cutting out geodes. I'm still catching up on orders, but they'll be going out, the rest of them, today. Can y'all see that sparkle? If not, I wish you could. Let me just see if I can get this closer to you. Probably can't see that much sparkle, but I love it. The beast is heavy. Three-inch clear rounds. We have 4-inch clears on the website. Can't help it. I need some more. Need more sparkle. Must have more sparkle. I hope I don't use up all of the glitter glass I have, because I know you guys have a lot of orders out for it, which I will be filling right after this live feed. Not even eating lunch. Straight to filling orders. Because I love y'all. Well, I'm happy with this piece. Not bad for, when are we going? A little over an hour's worth of work. This is a 30-inch. I'll probably sell it for $350. If you guys need any help with anything, I'm always here. Even if you just need to vent about something, still always here. Or if you have any questions. A little bit off. Yeah, if you have any questions about alcohol ink or possibly pricing or whatever, reach out to me. I'm happy to. I may not be able to answer right away because I'm a 1.5-man operation. Jeff helps as much as he can, but I run the store by myself. He'll help me fill orders, but that is like, hey B, will you go get me such and such color? So, a little bit limited. I don't have an assistant anymore. Tandy, I will not put a clear coat over the glitter glass. That will take all the facets out of the glass, and therefore you'll lose all of that. All of that you put in it, it'll be gone. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss GD. Oh, wow, Bethany, that's extra. Okay. I promise I'll eat lunch. How about that? Thank you, Miss French. I just don't want anyone out there to not have the help that they need to create something beautiful, whether it be for therapy's sake or for their own personal like business, whatever it is. If I can help in any way, I am beyond ecstatic to be able to do that. So thank you for saying that. Hey, Karen. Thanks for saying that, you guys. Oh no, still issues with your contractors, Karen. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I know I did. I'm not going to go into full spiel because then Cujo's going to get super hyped, so where am I? Is this over here? No. It's over here. This stuff. Bye, Sandra. I know, it's my other right. I can never get them together. Anyways.